Hello my friends, so this video was sent in by a viewer of mine named Star Dancer, and thank you so very much to all my Patreons and also to those of you who contribute through PayPal. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video.
I'm going to open up your eyes to all kinds of stuff and show you that the witches are controlling everything.
Everything? The witches are controlling everything?
Back in the 16th century,
this guy got a hold of one book, and it's an encyclopedia of witchcraft. He sources everything to this one book. He doesn't even bother reading the book.
Back in the 16th century, they built a jailhouse for the witches, and the people had to go capture the witches and put them on trial, and the witches had to go to court because they was killing so many people and cursing folks and bewitching them and putting spells on them by their witchcraft. They built a prison for the witches.
So it's not that the witches were going around killing people. It was a serious moral panic. It lasted for about 400, 500 years, from about 13th century to the 17th century. Ended around the 17th century in some countries. Some countries it ended earlier than that. But it was complete paranoia. It was superstition run rampant. People were running around in every single little bad event or run of bad luck or anything. They accused their neighbor or the lady down the street of being a witch.
Witches.
How many t-shirts are you wearing? I see 1, 2, and 3.
They have out-of-body experiences, meaning they know how to come in and out their bodies. They know how to fly and travel through the earth, okay? Through the spirit realm of Satan, okay? Also, witches can walk through walls.
Really? Huh. Witches can walk through walls, huh? Okay, no, witches can't walk through walls.
Your nightclubs are called sabbats. S-A-B-B-A-T-S. S-A-B-B-A-T-S. Your nightclubs are called sabbats. Sabbats was a demonic ritual that the witches did with Satan, meaning they would have these parties on Friday nights at 12 o'clock and on Saturday nights at 12 o'clock, and they would have these parties with demons, and they would wait for Satan to enter the party.
So that was part of Christian propaganda. Midnight was always considered to be the witching hour. However, it didn't happen on Friday and Saturday nights. It probably happened on various different days, or more traditionally, probably around a full moon. Whether or not this actually did happen, that's a really good question.
In the witch's book, there is a spell in the witch's book called the evil eye, meaning that a witch can look at you and put a curse and a spell on you just by looking at you. It's a spell called the evil eye.
It wasn't a spell, but it was a superstitious belief. It was a belief that a person who was a witch could put a curse on you by looking at you.
In the book, the witches would kiss Satan. They would kiss Satan because that was a part of their ritual to the enemy. And that's what you see Lil Wayne and Birdman doing. You see all of these Hollywood stars just tonguing each other all in front of the camera. You see Rihanna tongue kissing Katy Perry. You see Rihanna kissing Nicki Minaj, grabbing her ass, all that stuff, man. Okay? Those are witchcraft rituals that come from witches.
That is Christian propaganda. And what it was considered to be the witch's kiss or the devil's kiss, and it was actually kissing the devil on the ass. That's what was considered to be the kiss of shame.
The star was the 5-star pentagram that the witches worshipped when they brought Satan to them. So when they come out their bodies and stuff, that's what they worship. Okay, and this is what you see Birdman having on the top of his head. And this same star is on your Christmas trees. And this same star is on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Why are the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Because they showing you who's controlling Hollywood. It's the witches, man.
Although I'd like to say that witches own the 5-star pentagram, they don't. Modern day witches today use it to represent the 5 elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit.
You people better wake up seriously, man. You better wake up, okay? Seriously. Also, you know, smoking is witchcraft.
All right, seriously, you people really need to wake up. I mean, seriously.
Smoking, cigarettes, Black and Mild, cigars, weed, crack, cocaine, it's all witchcraft.
Okay, so what are you using as your reference for witches? Are you using the 16th century as your reference for witches?
The witches smoked, man. They smoked cigarettes, weed, whatever they got their hands on. Crack cocaine, whatever they got their hands on. They smoked because that was a way of them drawing demon forces to them so that they can operate in the spirit realm for Satan.
I know you didn't get this from that encyclopedia, Witches, Witchcraft, and Wicca. There's not even propaganda from the 16th century about witches running around smoking crack.
This is why they set up shop and put all of the stuff that you can smoke right on a corner store. Because they trying to turn you into a witch. Because they know this information, people. Your governments and all of this stuff, they have these books. Okay? They have these books, man. Okay, and their whole objective is to turn you into a witch, because the witches control the government, the witches control Hollywood, and the witches control the Illuminati. All of your politicians, all of your people who be trying to run for governor and senator and all of that stuff, they go to witches.
They want to turn everybody into witches. Everything that's in a corner store you have to buy. Is that what you're trying to say? So because they sell tobacco in corner stores, you have to buy it? What about gum and Abba Zaba bars? And why would they want you to become a witch if they are the ones who are controlling the Illuminati and they're controlling Hollywood? Wouldn't they want to maintain that power for themselves? Why would they want to turn more people into people who are going to be sharing the power? It doesn't make any sense.
That's right, man. You have school teachers who are witches who flunk students on purpose.
I highly doubt that there are school teachers who are who are flunking people on purpose.
The night witches are basically the witches who are like ugly old ladies. Okay? And these are your old women that you see today. That's right.
So every older woman who's out there is a witch? You would have made a great superstitious peasant in the 13th century in Germany. Though I don't think that a bandana would have flown very well.
Yoga is witchcraft. For all of the people who are into yoga, when they meditate, they are meditating to this witch right here from the book. This witch called Baba Yaga. Okay? And Yaga is another word of yoga.
No. Baba Yaga is a mythological character. Yoga? Those are two completely separate words. They have completely different linguistic roots, and they don't have anything to do with each other.
The witches swallowed a queen bee. And let me tell you why they swallow these bees. They swallow these queen bees because when the people were coming to put the witches in jail, and he will come to the witches' houses and show up and put the witches in handcuffs and take them to the witch prison, the witches would swallow a queen bee. And that queen bee would get inside their stomachs, and that bee would stop them from snitching on other witches.
Okay, I don't know where you're getting this information from, but if a witch was able to get a queen bee in the first place before they got arrested and put in handcuffs and dragged off to the witch jail and swallowed it, that queen bee would be dead. It would be digested by their stomach acids.
The real reason why Jay-Z and Beyonce got married was because of the simple fact that when you had a powerful woman witch and you had a powerful man witch, they would get married and they would come together, and that would make their power for Satan 10 times much stronger, man.
Really? And where exactly are you getting this from? And what the hell is a man witch?
Seriously, let me show you what that's called, okay? Because I have it. It's called the Great Rite.
You are partially correct. The Great Rite is a name for a symbolic union of man and woman, usually done through the chalice and the athame. Yes, it is a symbolic representation of the union of masculine and feminine energies that some witchcraft traditions use. Typically, witchcraft traditions which are based on British traditional Wicca practices, such as Gardnerian and Alexandrian traditions, but people do get married. Famous people get married. Non-famous people get married. It doesn't mean that it's a witchcraft ritual.
Let's get to Tyler Perry's Medea right quick. Medea was a witch, and this is why Hollywood blew him up. They let him in because Hollywood knows who the real Medea is because they read. They read, man. They read. So Hollywood knows who the real Medea is.
So Hollywood is reading this book that you're referencing?
Stuff is crazy, but it's real, people. It's very, very real.
I might not make it through this video. I just might not make it. This may be the very video that kills me through laughter.
Witches, man. The Christians are under a spell. This is why I'm telling you, get out of Christianity, man. Get out of it. Christianity cannot protect you from a witch. You want to know why? Because Christianity is pagan.
Christianity is pagan? Do you even know? Christianity is Christianity. Christianity is the cult of Christ. And it has absolutely nothing to do with paganism. It's actually what created the word pagan, because people who were not Christian were considered to be pagan.
What's going on with the Pope? The Pope is connected to witchcraft.
What is going on with the Pope?
The world always telling you to go get vaccine shots and all of this stuff because they're doing that to keep you under a spell. Okay, this is why the first thing when you have a child, that kid have to get shots. Okay, because they use the blood to curse you.
Vaccinations are important. Vaccinations helps, it gives your body an opportunity to build up the antibodies necessary to prevent that particular disease in case you come in contact with it. So, no, vaccines are very good for you. That's why polio was nearly wiped out.
Willow was a goddess witch in the book. Willow. A woman named Willow was a goddess witch. In the book, a woman named Willow. That's right. Here it is. Willow was highly revered by witches. Willow was a goddess. Okay? It's right here in this book. Willow was a goddess. I got it highlighted in blue.
He was talking about Will Smith's daughter, Willow Smith. And he was saying that Will Smith named his daughter Willow after a witch goddess. And somehow that makes Will Smith guilty of being a witch. But so he uses this encyclopedia and he's using it like it's some kind of canon and law of witchcraft. But no, willow is where we get aspirin.
The brooms. Back in the 16th century, the witches flew on brooms. Okay, and that movie, The Wizard of Oz, that they show every Halloween, that's real.
So again, from the early 16th century, they claimed that witches flew on broomsticks.
All throughout the book, the witches flew on brooms. Let me tell you why they flew on brooms. The reason why the witches flew on brooms was because they were afraid of horses. He was responsible for bringing witchcraft to America. This guy right here, he was one of the guys. This guy was a well-known witch, man. Okay, and he was responsible for bringing witchcraft and Wicca to America.
So the person who you just showed a picture of was Raymond Buckland. Raymond Buckland did come to America, and he did bring Gardner's form of witchcraft, which spread in the early 70s, late 60s.
Also in the book, there is a brother named Gene Boudin, right here. This is a picture of him. A brother in the book named Gene Boudin, okay? And this brother prophesied and said that all countries will be destroyed by famines and wars because they accept witches.
Okay. I wouldn't consider him a brother.
That they use, and all of the witches had to have a cat. Okay, and this is why in Hollywood now, if you notice, you see all of these women in Hollywood either with cats or dogs that they be carrying, these little poodles and stuff like that. Well, the witches had to have these animals to use them to do their works through.
So everybody who owns one of those little dogs in Hollywood is a witch?
Go ahead. Oh, here's another one, man. Now this one right here is crazy. Witches can put a spell on a brother and turn a brother gay.
Oh yeah, that one's crazy. All the other ones you were saying were not crazy. This one's crazy though. No, if you're gay, chances are you're probably just gay. It wasn't a witch who turned you gay.
Witches will cause you to be in car crashes, lose weight, gain weight. Also, witches will cause your wife or your husband to beat on you. Your wife turn on you and kill you. Witches will put spells on your kids, and the witches will cause your children to even kill you.
What the hell was that sound?
Witches will put witches.
Was that a laugh track that you had in the background that went off for a quick second? Or was it somebody's motor that somebody revved? Or are you being attacked by Godzilla?
Witches will put witches.
So basically everything is caused by witchcraft.
All of these internet site owners, like the owners who own YouTube, the owners who own Facebook, you got to understand, man, that these people are witches.
So far, everybody in Hollywood is a witch. The Illuminati, run by witches. The government is run by witches. The Pope is run by witches. Politicians run to witches, so they're probably controlled by witches. So everybody who runs YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Gawker and Instagram, and so basically every single person in the entire world is a witch except you.
They can poison your food and your drinks, and this is what you have today. The water is poisoned. The food is poisoned because now you have a bunch of witches who are in these labs, man.
So even in laboratories, there's witches. So yeah, everybody's a witch. Oh man, this was too much. So thank you so much, Star Dancer, for sending me this video. And for all the other videos that you sent me, that yes, I am going to get to all those. So thank you all very much. And if you would like to send me videos to respond to, I would definitely greatly appreciate it. And also, if you'd like to become a Patreon, that would be appreciated too. And if you can't become a Patreon and you would like to make a one-time donation through PayPal, the link is below. And really, every little bit helps. So thank you so much, and Blessed be. And everybody, watch out for the witches, because apparently they're everywhere.